By the way, we're not going to leave coverage. We'll come back, but I do want people to see these, so go ahead.
Yeah, our storm chaser, Tim Purrington, though, he has a feed, and he was near Lakeville not too long ago, too.
Yeah. Here's Lakeville. We talked about those straight line winds, and again, out of sort of the outer fringes of the boundaries, we keep our people safe. And so far, most of the pictures that are coming in are from people who have seen the storm pass through them or over them, and so they're safe. We've seen a lot of trees down. Again, the ground is pretty saturated, so it's not surprising that this happens. This is Long Lake. Anita, thank you for sending that in. Huge branches, as she writes down there, down. And then Ian talked about the hail.
Yeah, so this is from Tammy. Tammy sent in a bunch of pictures of hailstones that have fallen near her house in Clear Lake. And so we're just going to go through all of these from Tammy right now. Those came in, the pictures at least, around 4:45 tonight. So we anticipate that as this system moves forward, there are going to be more areas that are, of course, impacted by serious hail and also straight line winds and other damage. So there's a collection of those hailstones, one of them pretty big there in the bottom. And imagine that hitting the side of your house or your car. That size can do some damage.
Yeah, as Ian and Cody will tell you, based on those cells they're looking at, the core, the hail core, the hail cells there, that is damaging hail. Anytime you get to that size, it's going to do damage. So if vehicles and things like that, vinyl siding, aluminum siding, roofs, those are all damaged when you get up into that 2-inch hail size. So that is what a lot of folks are facing this evening.
And do we have Tim Purrington, the storm chaser, the professional storm chaser whose feed we've been watching? We're going to try to get that in just a little bit, but he's been out and about. He actually has been stationed in this area since yesterday, and so many of the storm chasers from the upper Midwest did position themselves in Nebraska, South Dakota, and in Minnesota over the last 36 hours.
Tim travels with his better half, and he stays safe. They stay safe. Doing this is nothing that any of us should be involved in. That's why they're professional storm chasers. They know exactly where to go to stay safe. Generally speaking, they're either in front of the storm to see it or behind the storm, or they'll try and form a line into the storm that's a safer line. He was doing that earlier as he was heading into that area that Ian was talking about, not quite to the Kenyon area, but down in sort of the heart of that area.
They're not trying to be in it by any means.
No, and the images they get are important for meteorologists to be able to sort of study and tell what those storms are doing. Do they perform the way that radar says they're performing?
Yeah, and some of the storm chasers I know are some of the smartest meteorologists I know. These are people that perform an incredible task. And I will tell you, and I said this to Tim live on the air when we had him earlier, it's nothing like Twister. It's not that glamorous. It's gas station burritos. It's following storms that sometimes can travel 3 or 4 states to try and get that one evasive picture, that one shot of the storm. So for anybody who thinks it's there's some degree of romance to storm chasing, it is hard work, driving work, long work. And as you look here live at Storm Vision Radar, the tornado warning that was extended into Goodhue County, that is the only valid, albeit Doppler indicated tornado warning that is still here. It is in place until 6:30. You probably caught me looking at my watch when we came back on camera. This is a new severe thunderstorm warning that has come out for a portion of Goodhue County. So it kind of comes up along the backside here of the tornado warning, but it is also for portions of Rice and Steele County. And if you've been with us over the last hour and a half, I talked about Rice, I talked about Steele, I talked about Goodhue. I talked about how it was coming. It is not just coming, it is here. Degree of rotation here along Highway 52. That's where we were looking at the jam cam in and around Wanamingo. Ground truth. If we could, I would love, Mitchell, to get back to that traffic camera, the jam cam back around Wanamingo. I can hear Cody rolling over in the weather center. Cody's going to get that going. Okay, so let me take you down to Goodhue County. That's the only area outlined in black here. That is the only valid tornado warning. It is a Doppler indicated tornado warning. All along 52, working into Wanamingo is where we had the camera. Go ahead, pull it up, see if we can do it. Decidedly different.
Yeah.
So these storms, I talked about how fast the storms are moving. 45 miles per hour forward speed. Now think about it. I've driven with Kelsey. She doesn't even drive that fast.
No.
It's a little bit of an exaggeration.
Okay,
but not
you go
much.
50.
But hey, can I roll over to another jam cam?
Yeah.
So we just got a report from Owatonna about 15 minutes ago of golf ball size hail that fell through there. And there's what their jam cam currently looks like at the moment.
Is that clearing behind?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of clearing.
So this is a northbound camera. So there's the northbound lane. So if you're looking to the north, that is off to the west, and that's where the clearing is coming from. Yeah, it's good perspective, Randy. But yeah, it gives you an idea. And that background right there, you see how clear it is? That's severe clear. And it's coming for everybody, probably sooner than you think. As we head through the next couple of hours, the storms will eventually clear down into northeast Iowa, down into central Wisconsin, which is no longer the Fox 9 viewing area, but they will take some time to get across the St. Croix, to get across the Mississippi. And so we're still talking about storms across the region.
As I looked at your radar there quickly, the next potential city/town of note in our area would be Red Wing. Look, the tip of that storm was just starting to touch Red Wing to the south and to the west of that city. Is that about right?
And I don't know if we're able to pull up our Red Wing cameras, but we have a really nice camera there.
So we just got a report of golf ball size hail in Steele County, about 2 miles northeast of Hope. Yeah, golf ball size hail. No thanks.
No.
No, yeah, go ahead, take Red Wing if we've got it. There's Red Wing.
Yeah, so your radar would indicate that storm, as you had predicted, the tracking of that would eventually touch Red Wing, and that's about where we are now.
Yeah. But I will tell you that storm, come back to Weather 1, my Ian's radar. That storm has a massive extension, not only from Goodhue County, where we have the Doppler indicated tornado warning still here until 6:30, but see that flashing gold box? That's the new severe thunderstorm warning. And in the severe thunderstorm warning, I will tell you, okay, so you go special weather statement, severe thunderstorm warning, tornado warning. That's how the lineage works in terms of severity. Special weather statement being the lowest, obviously. This severe thunderstorm warning that's flashing in gold, there's a difference here because this is a severe thunderstorm warning with the specific words in it, considerable damage. So winds at 60 to 70 miles per hour with large hail. I just told you we had reports of Rice and Steele County with golf ball size hail. 60 to 70 mile per hour winds, golf ball size hail. This, my friends, is a nasty storm as it continues to follow on the heels of the Doppler indicated tornado warning that is full here in black outline for Goodhue County. Cody, Matz in the Weather Center. Go ahead.
I just want to give you an update there. We do have a new tornado warning. It is for southeastern Faribault County and western Freeborn County. So it's essentially south and southwest of Owatonna. It goes from Foster, so this is east of Blue Earth, right along Interstate 90, all the way over to Albert Lea. It does include Albert Lea. This goes through 7 p.m. This is a Doppler radar indicated tornado. There is no confirmed indication with this one.
So you can see it right here. That's the Doppler indicated tornado warning right across I-90, including the 3590 interchange and over top of Albert Lea. So that's brand new tornado warning, Doppler indicated until 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's really hard to see on our velocity or what we see in terms of spin in the storm itself. It looks like it's really near Foster at the moment.
Yeah, you know, the biggest problem is it's so far away from the Doppler here in the Twin
really
Cities.
Far away.
Okay. All right, well, you know, you start to look. So you've got the one Doppler indicated tornado warning here along I-90 into the 3590 interchange. Slide a little further to the north, you end up with this severe thunderstorm warning that'll flash here in gold and black. That severe thunderstorm warning is listed specifically with considerable damage, golf ball size hail and winds at 60 to 70 miles per hour. Then you end up with this black zone box here over top of Goodhue County. That is a tornado warning, Doppler indicated tornado warning that is in place until 6:30. And Randy, you were talking about Red Wing. See, the northern extent of these storms, they blow off. They blow away here. So they're coming over top of the Mississippi, over top of Red Wing, but they're not severe. I mean, the core is well back in this line. So it's going to be one of those nights where we're introducing the information about the core of these storms. And then you come back to the metro and you're like, No big rumbles, no big rain. We had the thunder, we had the lightning, and right now we have the reports here from Orono and Medina, stretching all the way south of the downtowns of Minneapolis and St. Paul into the South Metro, including Burnsville, of a gust front or an outflow boundary. Whatever it turns out to be, once we look back at this storm, there is plenty of storm damage, plenty of trees and fences and sheds. It's going to be one of those kind of nights where you walk outside and you're like, what happened? We didn't even have a storm. But that's part and parcel of what we do here. It's not just about storm centric. It's about damage and where that is and trying to keep you ahead of the storms. You know what I mean?